Hey everyone, Andre here with Wings Mobile Detailing Podcast. How to grow your mobile detailing business into a fleet, into a big business. I'm going to uncover in this podcast step by step. I'm the owner and franchisor of Wings Mobile Detailing. Currently we're operational in 9 different locations, meaning not counties or zip codes, but 9 different cities. We have Brooklyn, New York, Detroit, Michigan, Richmond, Virginia, and other cities in Virginia and other states. And I'm going to uncover, because I know this is a very sought for type of podcast and show that you guys wanted to know. People asking everywhere, people asking on best way, what's the secret, what's the magic? There's no magic, there's no secret, there's not even shortcuts, right? And then you might ask, then why should I listen to a podcast if there's no shortcuts anyways? Because you would learn not technically how to get there faster, but what it takes to get there. This is what this is about, right? A lot of people think that, just keep doing what I'm doing, that's what it takes, and not necessarily. You know, if you're a detailer or a small business or looking into getting into the detailing business and grow a fleet of vehicles, grow a fleet, if you're just perhaps researching the franchise, for example, I'm going to cover about that, so stay tuned, guys.
Welcome to the Wings Mobile Detailing Business and Automotive Podcast, the only podcast that will guide you on how to start and grow 6-figure companies. As our team expand from one business location to worldwide domination, you will get step-by-step insights from a millennial franchisor and franchise owner with your host, Andre Mezzalera.
Let's jump right into it and seeing how you can grow your fleet of vehicles, fleet of vans. A lot of problems arise when you start your mobile detailing business, right? Perhaps if you're starting by yourself, or if you're already a big person who's looking to start big, perhaps invest in a business, if you have hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest at first, or if you got investors to start your business, or perhaps you're a small person just looking to start from ground zero. This podcast is for both of you guys, with money or without money, because regardless of the money part, these steps is what it takes. So the problems that you guys are going to have having money or starting without money, it doesn't matter, is starting your business, having your van, everything equipped, nice, beautiful, but not having clients. You have everything ready. You learned from YouTube how to build your van, and then you're just excited, because your neighbor said, I want to get my car detailed with you, and then a family member of yours said, I want to get my car detailed with you, and then in 2 days or in 1 day you make $1,000, right? And then because of that, you were super excited, thinking that, okay, it's going to be just as easy to get 4 clients every day as it is to have gotten my first 2 clients, and that's not reality. That's the problem you guys are gonna face. You're starting off from, I guess that's with any type of business, but it's not having clients at all. So, it's about consistency, right? And where you want to start. There's no secret to acquiring clients. Is you getting in front of people. That's the secret. You got to get in front of people and convince people to get their car detailed with you. It's no secret. That's how. And how do you convince people? Sales. You learn sales. You study and all that, right? And how do you study sales? Grab books and start reading. That's how you learn sales. As far as like building your van, for example, another issue that you guys may have is how to build the van. You can go to YouTube and find videos and all of that and build a van the perfect way that where all the materials are, and you have hundreds of products for one single purpose on the detailing, but you just want to have a lot of products so you know which one to pick. But the problem with that is because if you're growing a business to expand and delegate to other employees, future employees of yours, you need a system. You can't just have hundreds of products in one van and then teach an employee how to be effective if only you know the systems and which products are in your van and used for what. Plus, it's gonna get messy the more you have. So you want a system to have the least amount of products that work on all types of vehicles, right? And for that, you need to learn. You need to learn, and you need to do the detail yourself. That's after, with time, that you're with the van, you yourself the first time, assuming that you're starting detailing cars on your own. And then you're going to learn with time the products you do need and the products you don't need that works for all cars. It's all about learning. And how to grow your van, it is like that. It is step by step. You'll grow clients, distributing flyers. It still works, believe it or not. And the more time passes, especially nowadays, that the market, Facebook ads, Google ads, is already super crowded, it seems like. Not only in this business, but in most other industries, it's crowded, meaning like if you invest $100 on Facebook ads for a day, you don't get a tenth of the result that you used to get, 5 years from now. Now everything is just super crowded, right? And so that's why nowadays flyers, business cards works best than anything else, especially because of that. But you still have to allocate money for that. But that's where you start at the beginning. If you don't have a clientele, if your detailing brand is not out there, you start distributing flyers, going to dealerships, perhaps offering your services to dealerships, and meanwhile you're learning sales to have better conversions. And you're creating your website as well, right? The creation of your website, if you want a good website that's going to convert, you're going to spend hundreds of, thousands of dollars. But you can start very inexpensive. Nowadays, it's not expensive to start a website. But, it's going to be the quality that you know about. You're not going to know about call to actions, domain. You're going to have to learn all of that, the domain, optimizing the website for better visibility. You're going to optimize your website for better visibility, and that is also with time that you learn. And if you have money to allocate, let's say you're starting your business with lots of money. I guess the problem with starting the business with lots of money is because you're going to already think, okay, I'm going to hire somebody to build a website, and you're going to spend $10,000 or $20,000 to optimize and get a really strong corporate types website, right? And then, like I mentioned in the beginning, you want to do ads or flyers, right? And if you're the type of person that has a lot of money and start the business with no knowledge, nothing on the back end, you're going to spend another $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month on ads, right? And is that good? What's the problem with that? Is because you have money but no experience. And when you have money and no experience or no knowledge, right? Not necessarily experience, but knowledge. When you have money and no knowledge, that's a time bomb to blow off. You're on a time bomb, because then you're gonna spend all that money to hope that it's gonna work because you don't have the knowledge. You didn't learn. You didn't go through the step 1, 2, or 3, and then that time bomb is gonna explode when you see that you don't have enough cash flow. You don't have clients coming back to you that is going to bring the return on your investment, right? And that's the worst thing. The worst thing is when you add money to somebody that's running a business that has no knowledge, either didn't grow from zero or didn't invest in a business like a franchise, didn't invest in a franchise business. That's why you guys with money is starting a business. You don't want to throw that money away by just guessing on how to build your van. Pay somebody a lot more to build their van, pay somebody to do the website, pay somebody to go out there and do the marketing part for you, the branding. That's a waste of money. You want to invest that money on something that is already foundational. Use that money for something that is foundational to grow your fleet, to actually grow with a good, strong foundation. That's the recommendation comes. That's why franchising is very essential and important for startup business owners that wants to grow their fleet. Start a business like that, mobile detailing business. Now, for you guys that is more starting on the lower end, no money, obviously it's going to take a lot more time, right? Because that time of you learning, where you could use the money to leverage and take advantage of all the years of experience that perhaps a business that you're investing into, buying a franchise, has, for you to create that, it's going to take a lot more time, a lot more wasting a lot more money with time, right? So money that you didn't have to have spent, but that's the only way to learn, right? With books and your own experience. And so let's say you have your event built out in a way that is formulated for you to delegate the tasks, meaning having employees. And then you have the website created that's not as strong, and you have flyers that you build and you start distributing. 2 months goes by, 3 months goes by, you might have 0 clients, or you might have done 3 or 4 clients from a family member of yours, or from you talking to somebody. You might do 4 clients in those 4 months, right? So let's say or 4 or 5 clients on those 4 on each month, right? So you could have gotten $1,000 from those 4 clients, and you are all excited, and then you decide to invest more money in ways. So you have to first be careful, because a lot of business owners have problems with that. They look at the vision, the goal, and they see other businesses just investing money on marketing, investing money on vending, investing money on 100 things about the business, right? Somebody comes to you, if you don't have experience, somebody comes to you, you have your own business. This is just an example. And say, let's say an accountant comes to you and say how dangerous it can be if you don't have a professional accountant working for you. Then you're going to be in fear because you don't have knowledge. And what you're going to do is you're going to look for, perhaps on your first month or second month in business, hire an accountant. And you're going to think that is normal because you hear other businesses saying, oh, I have an accountant. But you're looking at businesses that has been in the market in business for 10 years, 5 or 10 years, or 20 or 30 years. And then you think that is normal. And then, or in the first month of business, a lawyer comes by and say that you need all of these permits or this legal protection, and then you hire a lawyer to be with you. Just throw money away because you don't need a lawyer in the first month of business, right? When it comes to you starting the business from zero. And the lack of knowledge is going to make you spend a lot more money than you actually need to. For you to grow a business with a fleet of vehicles is all about learning. You see where I'm getting into towards the end of this podcast? It always comes down to learning the best way to do something, but it's step-by-step type of learning, right? It takes a lot of reading, audiobooks, learning about business, and learning how to build a van, the most effective, learning with yourself, the most effective products to have for all vehicle types. And then slowly, when you feel like, okay, I have a good amount of money that I have to pay a good amount of taxes, perhaps it's months or years later, then you consider having more of an accountant for you because you learned. So it always comes down to this. It comes down to learning business and avoiding all of that impatient need to throw money away, right? Which is, in your mind, you're gonna think you're investing, but you're actually just throwing money away because of lack of experience, lack of knowledge. And so patience is the thing for business, knowing that it takes time, knowing that all those businesses that you look on Instagram that is booming, it seems like are booming, it didn't come from night to day. They come through the same struggle and they were patient.